I'm Megan with To the Table Homestead, and we're back to show you how to set up a brooder for baby chicks that are coming. So in the morning we have 90 meat birds coming, and they will be 2 days old. And so you have to set up a special place for them to live in. They have to have water, they have to have food, they have to have heat. And so let's go look at how that looks. Okay, so we have made, these are called brooders. And they are just I believe they're 2 feet by 4 feet. They're just a wooden box. And if you look inside, it's just a little spot for them to live in for a little while. You can also use just a cardboard box. That would be easy, but we do 2 big batches of birds every year, and so we had to have something that was more permanent. One thing I will mention that I like to do, if you'll notice on the inside, there's paper towels at the bottom. A lot of people will use wood chips or little pine shavings, but when they're little bitty, I like to put paper towels down because they sometimes will eat the wood chips and it will kill them. And so I use the paper towels for about 4 or 5 days, and then after about 4 or 5 days, I go ahead and put these wood chips in there. You can see them. They're just little pine shavings. And then we make that about 1 foot deep so they can pee and poop on there and it won't stink. So that's the main thing. You want to keep that deep enough so that it doesn't start to smell. And if it does start to smell, then you just put some more in there and you mix them up a little bit. And so let's look at what else we have. So we've got 2 brooders set up. This one and this one. And they both have heat lamps, if you'll notice. The little baby birds are used to being with mama when they're born. They're used to being with mama, and they stay under mama's wings and stay under mama at night, and they like to be warm. And so they are supposed to be like 95% Fahrenheit, I think, really, really warm. And so you set up the heat lamps, and then they will just sit under them if they're cold, and then they can move to a different section of the brooder if they get hot. Okay? Louie, what's going on? Okay, now we're going to set up some feed. So these are the troughs that I like. They are long and easy to get to. They're also little circle troughs or circle feeders that you can use, but these have done well because many birds can feed all at the same time. And so all I'm going to do with this is, here's our feed. We use New Country Organics. It's from Virginia, so it's a little bit more expensive, which is kind of a hassle, but it is a clean brand. It is healthy. It's got the stuff that the chicks need and no chemicals in it. And so what you do is just fill up these troughs. Oops. And then close them just like that. I'm going to put some more feed in there, but then you would just set it in here. Okay. The next thing they need is water. So I'm going to show you how I make our water. When the baby chicks come in, like I said, they're 2 days old and they've been on a plane flying in, and so they can get dehydrated and they need some little nutrient boost. And so I make a special concoction that many other people make as well, but I'll show you what it is. And so we use these waterers. They're these big ones. These big waters, and I filled them up with warm water because, like I said, they like the warmth. They need to stay warm when they're so little like that and it get cold so easily. So next I'm going to put in there some apple cider vinegar, and I just put a squish of that. That's got some good electrolytes in it for them. Also will help keep them healthy. Then I've got some fresh oregano sprigs from the garden. I'm going to put 2 in that one and 2 in this one. And I've got some fresh thyme sprigs cut from the garden. I'll put a couple in this one. The thyme and oregano are just good for them. It gives them nourishment. It gives them nutrients. It also kills nasty stuff that might have gotten in their bodies, and helps them to fight off sickness. The last thing we're going to put in there is some honey. Shout out to our farm sitter, Lindsay, from No Wall Farms. And so we're going to pour some honey in there. I use about 1/4 of a cup. Some people use more. But if you get too much sweetness in there, they end up having something called pasty butt, which means their poop gets really pasty and it sticks to their heinies, and they tend to not do well, and that can actually kill them. So that's it. And then we'll put these bottoms on there. This down for a minute. Baby, can you tape for me for just a minute? Just point it towards the sink right there, what I'm doing. Okay. And these just spin on the bottom here, like that. And then I'll just swirl them like this to kind of mix them up. And then we'll put these in the brooders. Thank you, bud. All right, and so we'll put these waters in there. Okay. And here's the final picture. There's a brooder setup. We've got your feed, we've got water, we've got paper towels down for when they're little, and then we've got a heat lamp. And then we also have this top that we built. Don't let me hit you, buddy. This goes on top all the time, so animals can't get in there, and they are protected at night. So it just has some little screen on it, 1/2-inch screen, and that's all there is to it. All right. So thank you for joining me today. I'm so grateful for your time and attention, and I hope that you'll join me on our next episode, which will be the arrival of our baby chicks. Thanks. Bye.